Welcome to the podcast. Here's Anthony.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
So this is the Little Canyon Collective podcast. I'm here with
Anthony Walker. Anthony Walker.
Brilliant. How old are you, Anthony?
29.
Where do you live?
Kimberley.
And what would you say your hobbies are?
Watching TV, playing on computer and stuff.
Awesome. You want to ask me the same questions?
How old are you?
I am 26.
Yeah. And where do you live?
I live in Long Eaton, near Nottingham.
Wow. And where? And what are your hobbies?
My hobbies are playing guitar, and same as you, I like playing on my. I have a console. So I have an Xbox rather than a PC. Are you more of a PC gamer?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Oh, you just like playing on your computer?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Didn't you?
Baseball. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going again now.
Yes.
So, one of the things we wanted to do with this podcast was we wanted to interview Wirksworth businesses and the community as a whole. Now, why did we want to do that, Anthony?
It's because the UK has been placed into lockdown because of coronavirus.
Yes.
And it's had a huge effect on them.
Brilliant. Yeah, and we thought it'd be really interesting to see how businesses have been affected and the community, and not just how they've been affected, but how they've supported each other. What sort of questions do you reckon we'll ask them?
It's stuff like how it's affected you mentally and how it's affected your profits.
And I think as well as that, just seeing how the community as a whole has supported each other, I think it's really important. So we're going to start off with 5 quickfire questions to try and get to know Anthony and Aaron. Okay, so Anthony, what's the first question?
And if one thing I can't live without.
What is the one thing you can't live without?
My phone.
And why do you reckon that is?
Just to.
What do you use your phone for?
Lots of things.
I think the one thing I can't live without is probably my guitar.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, probably like your phone. If I didn't have it, I'd feel like it's like an extension of me. You know what I mean? So next quickfire question: if you could be any animal, you'd be Anthony.
A raccoon.
A raccoon. Wow. Why would you be a raccoon?
I'm not sure.
You just pop into your head.
And what Daniel would you be?
I'd probably be a guinea pig, you know.
Yes.
They don't have to do anything apart from sit and sleep all day.
Yeah,
And I think yay, definitely yay. I think that'd make the most of my skills. Definitely.
What do you want for Christmas?
No, you know, probably just more clothes. I mean, the band that I play in, we've not been able to gig, but when we hopefully can next year, play concerts again, I'd like to have some nice clothes to wear. What do you want for Christmas, Anthony?
I'm not really sure.
Oh, that's good though. You're just looking forward to the surprise.
Yes.
And what is your so? What do you want to achieve in life, Anthony?
Become a professional broadcaster.
Oh, brilliant! So hopefully this will be the start of that.
Yes.
Have you done any recording before?
Yes, please. Nope. I think so. What do you want to achieve in life?
I think it sounds a bit corny, but I think I'd just like to kind of settle down and have my own kids like that. You know, like a proper family. Is that something you'd want, Anthony?
Yes.
Would you? You've got a dog at the minute, haven't you?
Yes. Her name's Pixie.
Oh, lovely. I have met your dog, and your dog is very cute. Yeah, she's very excitable, isn't she? Now, how many kids do you reckon you'd want?
2.
Oh, lovely. Do you reckon you'd want a boy or a girl?
A boy and a girl.
Oh, that's what I want as well.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's lovely. And the final quickfire question is: play any instrument? What would you?
I think piano.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, I think I feel like you can write more. You know, if you're a pianist, you can just sit and write songs. You know, and I like the intricacy of it. Are you the same? When me and Anthony were planning, We wanted to kind of introduce a bit into ourselves and our background. But Anthony actually said he wanted to talk about his disability. What is your disability?
Autism.
And how does it affect you?
It affects my ability to communicate with other people.
And what support do you have around autism?
And I stay 5 days at Portland College, and I have a support worker with me for most of the week. Her name's Suzanne.
Oh, brilliant! I've met Suzanne. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And how long have you been with Suzanne?
For about over a year now.
Wow, that's amazing. And do you think you've struggles that you've done about around communicating with people? Do you think you've got better at that as you've got older?
I think so. Yeah.
Brilliant. And what advice would you give to people that
Just
have
be
autism?
yourself.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I really like that, Anthony. I think that's such a good message, and I hope that people listening that have autism can take confidence from that. Definitely.
The next train to arrive is Brace in Your Face.
My name is Jack. I love electronics and reusing them. I love electronics. I love electronics. I love electronics.
And now, Jack spoke to Lucie from Radio Free Matlock.
Here with Lucie from Radio Free Matlock. Hiya, Lucie.
Hello, hi Aaron, hi Jack, how are you?
Yeah, we're all good, aren't we, mate?
Yeah.
We've had a nice journey. What were we listening to on the journey to the collective this morning, Jack?
Some drum and bass or something like that.
Yeah, we had some mad drum and bass as well.
Yeah.
You even put some Rob Zombie on, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I have to say that's the best way to start any day, quite frankly, just to get you up and going.
Yeah, do you think it had that effect, Jack, this morning?
I think it woke us up.
Yeah, it definitely woke me up.
Perfect.
So, Lucie, so obviously we're doing some interviews with different businesses and different just kind of individuals and support networks around Wirksworth. So what would you say your role is in the community in Wirksworth, Matlock and in the Derbyshire Dales?
Yeah, sure. So my main job is as a freelance copywriter, but in regards to the local area, I look after an independent online radio station called Radio Free Matlock. And we've been going for a number of years. We used to be called Radio Free Smedley Street, and we literally just used to broadcast for the Smedley Street area of Matlock, which is up the top of Bank Road, up the big hill. But a couple of years ago, we decided to grow it a bit more and turn it into Radio Free Matlock, which means we could incorporate even more voices from around this area. So we're really excited and sort of pumped about 2021. We've got lots of ideas in the pipeline for how we want to grow the station. At the moment, everyone's broadcasting from home because of the coronavirus pandemic. But the nice thing about being an online radio station is that you can just be adaptable. You can work with whatever comes your way. So for us, we actually managed to do more broadcasting during the first lockdown than we ever had done before, which was amazing.
Well, yeah, so you kind of made a positive out of it more than anything else, which is badass.
That's exactly what we went for. We decided when the first lockdown happened, because we mainly broadcast during the evenings, we decided to do daytime broadcasting because obviously everyone was at home. And myself and my partner Ash, we look after Monday evenings. So we do a show called The Monday Jam from 6 till 8 every Monday. But we decided to take that to be every morning, every weekday morning. We did an hour from 9 till 10 just to kick off the day for everyone. It was called the Daily Jam. And on that, we interviewed local people and sort of local notable people every day, and just sort of got everyone's perspective on the pandemic. We also did lots of shout outs for local community organisations that were doing food bank drives and it's sort of great for things like Highfield School and Anthony Gell School, who are providing lots of support for people around the local area as well. So it was actually really nice. We felt really connected with everyone.
Cool. I think Dante, did you want to ask about some of the equipment that you use?
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony, sorry, Jack. I have to edit that. Example of how awake I am.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, it's my hobby. Have you got any electrical stuff that you don't want around anywhere? Because I collect like speakers, computers, bits and bobs, electrical, technical bits. Nothing like a fridge freezer or anything like that. It's more electrical gadgetry.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jack, I can ask our Radio Free Matlock team, because there are loads of us involved who have got all sorts of different things.
I also
so leave that one
collect
with me and I
old
will find
mobile
out.
phones. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, I also collect old mobile phones as well.
Oh, that's awesome. So what do you do with them?
Well, I'm a big collector of mobile phones and technology and like that. Anything, laptops, anything to do with technology, really.
That's awesome. Do you put them on display somewhere, or have you just got them in a drawer? Or
well, I usually just I use mobile phones if I can use them for MP3 players or something like that.
That makes
or
sense.
for a proper phone. Yeah, like because old phones they don't have updates anymore. You can still use them for like putting your music onto like an MP3 player. So that's what I reuse them.
Oh, great! I love that.
And chucking them in the bin.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like I like it because we chat about it like recycling, don't we?
Yeah, I don't because me and Aaron picked up this big box before. What have you done with that?
What have I done with it? Which was the big box? What the
box we picked up at that place one day? I don't know, the subwoofer thing.
Subwoofer. Yeah, we picked up it. It used to be in like a Volkswagen camper van, did it?
Yeah.
And we had dreams of making it into a project of a sub in the back of my van.
Wow.
Yeah, and we love that idea of that. I think I remember Jack. We would spoke about this idea. I bet Lucie will like this. That idea of when you get quite sad when you see kind of cars being crushed and stuff.
Oh yeah, I went to like Potters in where was it? Potters in Neil Arnold.
Yeah.
And it was just car being crushed. I was like, all those things are in there.
And all their memories.
Yeah. I don't like seeing technology being destroyed. Anyway, I've been to tips and stuff, and they've just chucked away a brand new stuff and that.
You know what, Jack? Like, you might be a pioneer of recycling. Like, I can see it in the future, like taking all this old tech and doing something really cool and fun with it rather than just throwing it in the bin. Like, that's amazing.
So I ask everyone around my streets and all that.
Yeah. That's
I go
really
to car boots, cash generator. I just try to think, does anyone need it? Because I really love technology. I've been looking at YouTube videos and all that, and Tech Flow. There's a thing called Tech Flow on there, and a guy called Alex, and he knows his things about technology, and because he's got his own like Wi-Fi and all that, and he's a thing in his. He knows how to do it.
Yeah. That's really cool. And I mean, at Radio Free Matlock, because everyone has, so we don't have one studio. Everyone has their own studios, their own mini studio setups in their own homes. So everyone does. Join? Yeah, come and join us. Everyone does stuff. Everyone does things slightly differently as well. So where we might use like Behringer microphones, someone might use like a Marantz. See, we have both. We have a Behringer microphone and a Marantz microphone as well for different things that we do. And we have people who have really big mixers. So
that's my
that's the vice. So our brilliant Saturday morning presenter Andy Inns, who looks after a show called Black Dog Radio, has got the most amazing technology setup in his home studio. He's got the full works in there. Whereas we have more of a mobile studio setup. So we have kind of like a non-fixed mixer, which is a bit smaller and a bit more portable. And it means that we can go and take that and do broadcasts from different places. So we could come and set up in Little Canyon Works, for example, and do some broadcasting from there.
Cool.
Or like we did some amazing broadcasting during Matlock Bath Music Festival last year and the year before, where we did it from the Pavilion Cafe, which was really fun. And it meant that we could get lots of different people who are coming in the cafe to have conversations with us. So it's just a bit more free and a bit more fun that way.
How do you stream it live, Lucie? Just a quick more question for myself, because we're doing a podcast at the minute, but obviously we pre-record everything and collate obviously interviews from you guys, and then kind of edit it before uploading it. You know, how do you do it live?
So we use an amazing system called radio.co. Now, it's slightly complicated for going live, because what you have to do is link up some software on your computer to the broadcasting tool through radio.co, and then that broadcasts live. We were really, really lucky this year. We got a grant we got an action grant from the council to be able to do a new website, which was created by one of our friends, Pete Clark, who does shows for us as well. And what it means is that we can broadcast from any computer using radio.co, link it through some software, and then it goes out live through our website. So yeah, it's a really cool tool. It's really useful. And it's kind of been really instrumental in making sure that we can do broadcasting live all the time. So what we have is some situations, 6 to 8 every weekday evening is a live show. So that is literally our presenters talking live on air. And then we also have pre-recorded shows after that. So from 8 o'clock onwards, they're more specialist than pre-recorded shows. And what we do in that circumstance is one of our DJs will get the show together and send it through to us. We'll then upload that into the radio.co system, and that is then playing out live. So when someone is doing a pre-recorded show, what often happens is they will sort of tweet along live or get involved in social media. So there's still that conversation happening all the time, which is really awesome.
Oh, that sounds brilliant.
It's when we found radio.co, it really leveled up what we were able to do. And yeah, it's been really, really awesome to find something that's so reliable and just gives us that option all the time to be able to go live.
Hey Lucie, I've got a question for you. It's about technology again. I have, the speak-on cables. You know what I'm on about, don't you?
Yeah.
The ones what you click in.
Yeah.
I've got some of them at home, but nothing to plug them into.
Oh.
I would love to see if we can get possibly one day 2 PA speakers or a passive.
Yeah.
I've got speak-on connections at the back and a power amplifier what's got speak-ons as well, so I can connect them. I've got the CDJs and mix and all that. But I just need the speakers. The speakers and the power amplifier. If you've got some of them lying around that you don't want.
Oh boy, speakers are like in high demand, honestly. Like
I know.
Things like that. We struggle to find those as well. like borrowing and stealing them from everyone.
I'm feeling a progression though to maybe like a Radio Free Matlock, Little Canyon Collective, like socially distanced gig. Or something in the new year. Maybe set with Jack setting up the equipment and
doing disco outside.
Yeah, we could have a Jack disco followed by because you're in a band, aren't you, Lucie?
I am. We've actually just booked our first rehearsal since like February, so we're really, really excited to all get back together. I'm in a band called Damn Cargo. And yeah,
cool.
Just really, really excited. But we would love to do that because so last Christmas we hosted like a mini rave at the Pavilion in Matlock, Bath, which was the most fun thing we've ever done. We had some guys who brought us a huge stack of speakers, and we set it all up. So it was like an old school rave that we did in the main room of the Pavilion, and it was so much fun. And then we did like a chill out cafe downstairs, which was like we had some more relaxed DJs playing down there, and then we had like a rock and indie room as well. And it was just mega fun. We had the best time. It was all for fundraising for the station as well, and anything that we could give back to the Pavilion, which is also a charity, that we sort of co-fundraise.
Yeah, I'd love to do a D&B disco raves, drum and bass.
Yeah,
you-
for sure.
Oh, I love that.
It's
Love
one of your
that.
big dreams, isn't it? We was on about this on the way here, that you just want to set up a stage and be like sort of the
Oh, let me just tell you one more thing.
go on.
Go for it.
Magna Discovery Centre in Sheffield.
I've never been.
What,
Yeah.
Aaron?
No, what? I've never been.
Um,
I feel left out now.
It's a really, really big steelworks, right? And I went there with my friend Lance one day near the Fire Pavilion. There's like a stand. You could actually look over the whole factory. And I just thought, set up a DJ system there and go bang.
See, that would just be insane, wouldn't it? Like, can you imagine?
Steelworks, disco, like thousands of people just going bopping around.
Yeah,
We'll get
yeah.
We'll get your high vis and some whistles.
Yeah.
We'll sort it out. We'll get it going, man. I
See,
think that'd be great.
We had at the RFM party last year, the big one that we did, like we had glow in the dark mannequins that we'd painted up and stuck in all the corners, and and we had these like amazing things that was, so my sort of like events partner in crime at Radio Free Matlock is Rob Hardy, who is a DJ himself and does silent discos. That's kind of his thing. So he's got loads of like these headphones, but what he also had was loads of these huge cardboard boxes with faces cut out of them. And we brought like hundreds of those. So everyone was literally doing like raving with box heads.
What been at LMFAO and LMFAO and all that?
Yeah.
You know that what's his song called again?
Oh, I know what you're on about.
Yeah,
That-
with the
big
box
hit.
robot
Yeah,
head.
that's what it was like.
That was what I was thinking of as well, man. That was the first thing that came to mind.
That's what it was like.
Well,
it was
Or like Daft Punk with the robot heads on top that they got the
yeah.
masks on.
I'm going to send you lots of photos and videos that we have of that night, because I feel like you'd really like love to see them, Jack.
Oh, do you want to send me them on my email or send them to Aaron or whatever?
I'll send them through to Aaron and he can forward them on to you, because I've got his details.
Okay.
Smashing. So obviously that takes us up to about where you're at now, Lou. So in terms of the new year, what are your plans with the Radio Free Matlock?
That's a really good question, and so much of it is COVID dependent. So we are like a community station at heart, and we want to do more and more things with different people in the community. So first and foremost, we're going to look at switching up the schedule slightly. So some new shows coming in, a couple of old shows going out, and also we may look to do. So one thing we're really planning on doing, which if we're allowed to. With COVID dependent, obviously, our long-term contributor and core member of the Radio Free Matlock team, Corey Lavender, he runs Vanishing Point Record Shop in Chesterfield, and we want to do a sort of weekly Saturday afternoon session from his shop, where people can come and choose like a record to play, and we'll play it and we can talk about it and just do something that's a bit more involved like that.
I'd love to come and do that.
Yeah, that would be great. We'd love to have you come along, Jack. That would be wicked.
And and the radio station as well, what you work at. I love to come and have a look around and just say hello and all that.
Yeah,
when COVID's gone.
Absolutely. Like, I'm sure that we can do some linking up stuff for this year. Like, that would be really good fun. And we kind of want to take more places as well, so we may come and set up shop with you guys sometime and do some shows from your space.
Yeah, that'd be killer.
We're also looking at doing loads of sort of more relaxed events in this year as well. So there's a really cool place which is like an arts cafe called Designate at the Gate, and we've got a really close relationship with those guys, and we kind of want to do like a weekly or a monthly like chill out session from there, where we'll just sort of invite everyone along and play some kind of more relaxed tracks and things from there too.
Bob Marley and reggae.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
all that stuff. But yeah, the main thing is for us is just making sure that we're still bringing a bit of that community spirit constantly. We're so connected to everyone in Matlock and in Cromford and in Wirksworth, and we just want to make sure that we're doing more of that and keeping that connection alive.
Yeah, and one more thing, my cousin Jacob, he does podcasts, and he's got it all in his I can't remember what it's called, but he's got like microphones, he's got the switch studio, yeah, he's got his He's got his switch box for his cameras and his microphones.
Oh.
He's got the whole lot, and he's got the speakers. He's got the knowledge. You know what? I could even get him on. You know what? I could even get him on this call as well and everything like
Yeah,
that.
we can look at it for next year, definitely.
Yeah,
I think,
because
I think,
he does podcasts and everything.
yeah, man. I think that
yeah.
Lucy was saying. I think the more we can link in with different people,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah, that'd be cool, man. Because then it's like
The
you.
thing is,
you
he lives in Liverpool though, so I have to get it on.
Bring him over for a day. We could have lots of fun.
Yeah,
that sounds.
I
Cool.
might have to do a video call with him though, because set it up and all that, and make sure he can do it.
Yeah,
Sure.
we like because of COVID and stuff. We've got time, haven't we?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
one of the positives of COVID is it kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off a little bit because everything's kind of stood still. And I love the fact that obviously, like with you guys, Lucy, you know, you've tried to take the positives out of it, you know, and I think we're trying to do the same, aren't we, Jack?
Mm.
You have to. And the nice thing is like, I feel like it's brought communities closer together. So I feel like, as horrible as this year has been, what people have started to value a little bit more is what's going on around them, not just what's going on kind of in the big cities far, far away. So, you know, it's nice to be able to be part of that community spirit and bringing in a bit more of like focus on what awesome things are happening locally, because there's so many cool things and so many cool people. It's like a bit of a hub for artists around here. So we're really excited what we can do for next year.
Smashing. Do you have any questions for Jack, Lucy?
Oh
Or
my
more
gosh.
myself?
Wow.
Put you on the spot now.
I know, right? Like, I've got to think of some really intriguing ones. Okay, so in 2021, what is not your New Year's resolution, but what are sort of like the two main things that you want to do in the new year?
DJing
DJing,
and
cool.
probably hardware and computers as well.
Nice.
Like that. And there's a third one in there, car valeting, because I used to do car valeting.
Okay.
That's cool, man. I think that's a nice balance as well. I think you've got a bit creative and then also a bit of like, you know, bit of grafting.
Hoovering out the cars, cleaning them outside, making sure they're
so satisfying. So satisfying. There's nothing nicer
That's
than
why
a
you
spot of stuff.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Smashing, yeah. No, I think mine are probably similar to you guys. Just continue to try and move forward and be more creative. You know, I think me and the boys in the band, I hope we're planning on recording an album sort of February, March, but I think we're going to push that back. So yeah, just try and keep moving things forward creatively, really.
I'd like to help you with that.
Yeah, you can help me with that if you want.
You know the new thing coming out. Wait, what? You're making a new song or something?
Yeah, well, we're looking at it for next year, but we're trying to balance around COVID, you know, because I mentioned Lucy's got a similar problem. We can link it.
Set up and all that, take down, whatever.
Well, I can't wait for Lucy to hear the intro song you've done for the podcast.
I'm so excited.
Oh, it's killer.
Oh, the intro song.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Brilliant. That's amazing.
That's better than the one we've done. We're going to have to do a new one now.
Yeah.
We're going to have to remember. And we'll try and tap that out on the drum machine later on.
Yeah.
So Jack, there's a show that we have that you must listen to. I am totally like gonna send it you big time. There's a guy, a DJ we have called Chip Sid, and his show, Chip Sid, his show is music which is created by the computer chip out of the Commodore 64 home computing device. So it's all 8-bit music, and it's just the most crazy, amazing show that's all sort of computer simulated. It's just so cool, so cool. I'm going to send it you because I feel like you'll love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like the sort of thing you'd be well into that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a few people have been. That sounds killer.
It's it's like it is a bit trippy. You have to kind of like just go with it.
All right, brilliant. Well, I think that's us really. Thanks ever so much for chatting to us, Lucy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the three of us will be able to link up next year and all meet up and maybe do a bit of recording and get hold of some massive speakers.
That's awesome.
Be on the hunt. Yeah. Be on the hunt out for technology you don't need.
Of course, Jack. I'll keep my eye out just for you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm his best friend because I've got a van. it's,
You're everyone's best friend.
I'm everyone's, but in particular Jack's best friend, because you know that we once picked up a what did we pick up? An arcade machine, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
A massive vintage arcade machine, and we were gonna like pimp it out,
Yeah.
screen and everything. So
That's
the projects
insane.
are never ending. But yeah, thanks ever so much, Lucy.
That's my pleasure.
Yeah.
No worries, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.
You too. Bye.
Bye.